Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Corporate Socialite Budgets. In this video, I will be budgeting the second paycheck of September. And for starters, I would like to mention that September has already smacked me. I don't know if anyone else feels the same way, but I have had so many small expenses that have now added up, and some of my categories are in the red and looking a mess. So bear with me as I clean them up and pay myself back. But on a brighter note, I actually have picked up a side hustle. Back in college, I actually used to Uber, and they recently sent me an email saying if I were to complete 3 trips, I will receive an additional $100. So honestly, that was all the incentive I needed to go out and do those 3 trips. And I received the $100, and I decided to just continue riding since I wasn't doing much that day. And I ended up bringing in about $280. So I've actually budgeted that in already, and it's not reflected in this budget because Uber does allow you to do an instant cash out. So I've already done that. Now we can move toward my credit card pay now. So last week I paid both my Discover and Capital One credit card down. So for Discover, I'm about 4% paid down, and Capital One, I'm about 25%. So small wins, but I am excited to finally have like a small toe in the door. Without further ado, we can move toward the budget with me portion of the video. So I want to start out with my emergency fund first. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and budget in $100 here. And also, I have a trip with some friends in January, and I completely forgot that the deposit is due today, and it's $150. I'm going to budget that in now. Now I can move toward the real stuff. So for my credit cards, I'm going to pay down my Ashley Furniture as well as Fifth Third this pay week. And Ashley Furniture, the minimum is $29, so I'm going to round up to $30. And Fifth Third is $35. Okay, so now we can move toward the essentials. So for Duke Energy, I mentioned in the last video that they have an option to do a budget billing. So in order for me to enroll into budget billing, it's about $240 that I have to pay toward my bill. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Some of my Uber money has already went toward this buffer, but I now need to put in about $71 additional dollars. So I'll do that now. And then both my car note, auto insurance, renter's insurance, and cable are due. So I'm going to just let YNAB go ahead and auto assign that. I'm getting better with the auto assign. I used to be afraid of it. Okay, so baddie on the bus. So actually, I went into work last week. I hadn't been in for about 2 weeks or so due to the Delta variant, and some of the people that sit on the floor with me were asking where I had been, and I was kind of surprised that they even noticed me because I only was in office about 2 days out of the week, and I also started work remote. So it kind of felt nice to be missed a little bit. So I will probably go in a little bit more often just to show my face. And honestly, I'm much more productive in office. So I'm going to budget in $12 for my commute. And then my groceries, I went over yet again about $18.50. So what I've decided now for some categories, including grocery, I'm going to just go on a cash diet. And whatever that amount is for that pay week, I'm only going to use cash because I've noticed that if the money is in my account, I'm going to swipe that card and I'm going to add in the additional item. And whatever rolls over, whether it's $5, $10, or $15, I'm like, oh well, I'll just cover it. But then those $5 add up, and then I'm now in a hole. So I'm going to try the cash budgeting and see how I can implement it into YNAB and just see if that kind of remedies some of my overspending. But as of now, I'm going to just go ahead and assign the remaining of the target, which is $70. So I have about $51.48 to play with, and I'm going to go ahead and withdraw that from my account and just use cash only. So for gas, I went ahead and gassed already, and I spent about $25. So I'm going to budget that in. And then my expenses. So I have HP Instant Ink. Okay, I have a couple of these due. I'm going to let YNAB also auto assign this. and it missed the Capital One interest card, so I'm going to budget in $6 here. And this was one of the expenses that I was mentioning earlier. I had to change over my card tags to the new state that I'm in, as well as the title. And I was initially told it was $40, and then I got there and it was almost $85. So of course I was cringing in the inside. But this is one of those rolling with the punches type of moves. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover that, and expenses are now cleaned up. So for debt payments, I'm actually going to just come back to this category group and determine how much I'm going to put toward my Cash App pay down if I can. All right, and sinking funds. So I'm going to put $63 towards the jet setting since my boyfriend is coming in about 2 weeks. So I can kind of build up that spending money buffer. Okay. And socialiting. So this is also another group that always seems to be a mess. So I've went ahead and implemented some cash envelopes for some categories in this group, including fun money, food on the run, and home goodies. But I want to go ahead and fund my beauty services and beauty supplies. So I have another hair appointment that is about $120. So I'm going to budget that in here. And then beauty supplies is about $50 more. So for fun money, as well as food on the run, dining out, I'm not gonna do home goodies just yet. I'm gonna just let YNAB auto assign whatever is remaining in the monthly target. All right, looks like I'm good. And for food on the run, I've clearly overspent in the past 2 weeks. So I don't need to be indulging anymore. I think I'm good with the fast food, at least until the following paycheck, because I've been kind of going crazy. And then home goodies, I need to buy some additional cleaning supplies and things that I might need around the house. So I'm going to budget in $25 there. So I'm going to go ahead and pour the rest of the $389 into my rent buffer, because rent is due exactly on next payday, which is October 1st. And I don't want to have that entire boat come out. So I do like to have at least half of my rent saved up and put aside when rent is due. So that means I might be doing some more Ubers this weekend, but honestly, I'm not opposed to that because I'm probably not doing anything this weekend and I can go ahead and just save up. So that is all. I have went ahead and assigned all of my money. I am so grateful that you all are joining me as I budget through my craziness, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Thank you.